What's gross? This one's gross. That's what's gross. Ew. What do you mean ew?
Sticker. It's good.
I made it to a heart.
Yep.
You pretty
Wiggle
much
your
have
fingers.
to get,
Yeah, like this. Look it.
you have to get pretty far up in there.
Just go like.
Hello friends, hi, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a garden update. Okay, so it's not a huge update. Let's be realistic. Our life kind of was hard this year, so our gardens just didn't get put up the way we wanted to, and that's okay. That happens. But we did make some progress. So it is now October. So we're trying to prep for the fall time so that things will be better for us in the spring. So I'm gonna take you out and show you what we got going on, what we've accomplished, and what we're doing today in the garden. Okay, so don't judge, okay? We cleaned out our garden shed, and this is a pile of stuff we're getting rid of. So the asparagus bed is completely out of control. I feel like this is a good problem to have, so I'm not upset at all. And then these 3 beds are empty. My husband and father-in-law actually just left to go get some mushroom compost so we can top up the beds for the winter. And then we got to get garlic planted. We just got our garlic seed bulbs, so we got to get those planted. And then yeah, so look at this. Look at this beautiful mulch. So we have to finish like flattening it out. But this is our massive garden, and I'm so excited. So because of budget, we can't put more beds this year, but that's okay. So we get laid out the mulch so we can keep the weeds, and like this is where it's all gonna go. So as we can buy more of those raised beds, we'll add, I think we're buying like 3, 6, 9, 10 more I think we're buying, and they're like 8 feet by 2 feet. So it's gonna be a nice big beautiful area. So excited. Rhubarb patch, I have to clean it up today. Get rid of these weeds, clean this up. I'll throw in some mushroom compost into here as well for the fall so that it will like help it. There's just so much going on in the gardens, and it's beautiful. So the wildflowers are still growing, which is amazing. I'm so happy that we decided to do multiple varieties so that like we've had wildflowers since spring. Like different varieties of flowers have showed up, which has been fantastic. So if you ever thought about a wildflower garden, I highly recommend it. But also wanted to show, we were shaving this, I can't think of what the word is, with the hedge trimmer, and we came across these guys. So then we did some research on them because there's lots of them in this hedge. Like lots. So we did some research on them. So essentially those are actually praying mantis egg foam. I don't know what the proper term is. Oh, actually I can't pronounce the proper term, to be honest with you, but anyway. So essentially the female praying mantis lays anywhere from 1 to 200 eggs, and then she covers it in this like foam gel, and it hardens for the winter, and then the eggs, like they'll all hatch out in the springtime. So we were hedging and we seen all that. Once we found out what it was, we decided to leave it. Let me fix my camera. So if you don't know, praying mantises are actually really good for your gardens. They eat a lot of the little bugs that you don't want around. So we decided to leave those. We had quite the amount of praying mantises this year in that area. So, I mean, it makes sense that that's where we found the eggs. But we had one that was like 12 inches long. It was actually insane. The plumber found it when he came to do some work on our house. So we decided to leave them. I think we counted, there's like 10 of those altogether, which is a lot actually, but we'll see what happens in the springtime. So we just left them. We did not trim that hedge any shorter because we were like, we're just gonna leave it, let them be, see what happens, go from there. But anyway, that's exciting. Next part to show you. So this is our shop because we have our own business. So our business is run in this building. And the gentleman who lived here before us had all along this shop, he had broken bricks. Not quite sure why. So every time a brick was broken, he would like throw it there. So we just picked up some topsoil yesterday, laid it down. I still have to rake it out a little bit. I'm gonna throw on some of the mushroom compost as well. And then we're gonna cover this with tulips. We love tulips. I am of Dutch descendant, so it kind of makes sense. So we're gonna load this bad boy up with tulips. We got our tulip bulbs already. Super excited about that. So then this will be done and be super pretty. Let's go for a walk. Also, I want to share this. When we bought the property, there was these little Dutch people. And I mean, it was like a sign to us because, like I said, I'm a Dutch descendant. My family is from Holland. And these are here when we moved in. So my mother-in-law actually we just got them back from her yesterday. She painted them for me because they were in really rough shape. But how flippin' cute are these little guys? So cute. Anyway, so they're overlooking our berry garden. So like I said, we're in October. This is strawberry patch. We got strawberries still coming out. My son actually just picked a couple the other day to eat. Still some more blossoms. Raspberries are done for the season. My husband does want to grab some cattle panel and he wants to trellis these bad boys up. And then he also wants to do, that's blackberries, I'm sorry, blackberries. He also wants to do it for the raspberries. Our blueberries are looking really bad. They're looking really sad. We just picked up some sulfuric acid, I think it's called. We were told to add it into our soil. We also have to top this up, as you can see. It needs more soil, mushroom compost, all that fun stuff. But we did get a bunch of blueberries this year from it, so like, that was exciting. I mean, my son ate them all. Every time they were ready to pick, he just ate them, so. Raspberries. And then the orchard did so well this year. So if you know, when you plant a fruit tree, don't expect fruit the first year. That's common sense with this kind of stuff. We did spend a little bit more money to get trees that were a little older. So these ones are, I think, 3 or 4 years old. So we still weren't supposed to get any fruit this year, but next year they're like, you should. Friends, we got so much fruit this year. If you follow us on Instagram, then you already seen, but our beautiful peach trees gave us 22 peaches this year, which is amazing. The pear tree gave us like 3 pears, I think, not a whole lot. But then we did have 2 trees that decided they just didn't want to be with us anymore, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna take those out in the springtime. We were hoping that they'd come back this year, but they did not. So we're gonna take them out in the spring, and then we are going to purchase 2 more trees to put there. So that was our cherry tree and our nectarine tree. The kids really want cherries still, so I will get a cherry to replace. I don't know if I'll go with the nectarine, haven't decided, but we'll see. Either way, we'll do something with it. Like put something there, regardless.
You're good there. All of these guys want to haul it over and load. Go ahead and get started on that. What do you want, your garden?
Doing it for the tube. mushroom compost is brought back. My father-in-law stayed, instead of just dropping it off, he actually stayed and helped us offload it. So I'll take you over there actually, but so the tulip bed mushroom compost is done. Let's go over here. Okay, strawberry bed topped up with mushroom compost. Blackberry bed topped up. Blueberries. Okay, so we topped up the blueberry, but I actually don't want to touch it to show you, but I want to tell you about it. We put in some, oh, there's some I can quickly kind of show. I don't know if you can see the green little dots. So there's a agriculture sulfuric acid type product. It's like little pellets that you can put into your gardens. Blueberries need high acid, so I think that's why my blueberries struggle this year. They like the acidicness. So we were able to grab some from a local place. We put it underneath, like we put it on top of the soil, and then we put the mushroom compost on top of it. So hopefully that will really help these blueberries. We topped up some mushroom compost inside of the raspberries, and then we also put a little bit under each fruit tree to kind of help it a little bit, some extra nutrients. If you're unaware of the benefits of mushroom compost, it is fantastic for your gardens. We like to top up in the fall time, and then in the springtime we'll also do a little bit of a top up as well. It's so full of nutrients and so many good things that your plants really need. So then you don't have to worry about like fertilizer and stuff like that, because we don't like to use a lot of that stuff. We actually try to use as least amount of non-organic products, but like, I don't even like that word organic. I actually thoroughly dislike the word organic. We like to use more natural products, I guess. So anyway, I have one wheelbarrow of mushroom compost left, and then I'm going to use that, put a little bit in my asparagus bed, and then I got to top up a little bit into the rhubarb. We got the beds all full. We topped them all up. So then today we can get our garlic planted. We'll plant the tulips today. And then our beds are good for the fall. The only other one we have left to take care of before the fall time, before winter, is like wildflowers, pulling them all out. But we're just letting the rest go to seed so we can save them. And then we'll worry about that. But anyway, okay, I'm done for the day. It's now like 4:30. Andrew and I have been at it since like 8 a.m. doing outside chores, trying to catch up on outside stuff, and just tired. We shoveled today 2 yards of topsoil, and then we shoveled 1 yard of mushroom compost. So when I say we, I mean like, I'm being very blunt with you. Andrew shoveled most of it, and then I just made it look pretty. So, can you give this to Daddy? Give this to Daddy. Here. Thank you. Anyway, so we got the garlic planted, which is super exciting. So the garlic bed is planted. We had extra garlic bulbs left, to plant, and I think I had like 18 left over, and I don't have a spot to plant them, so we actually went and dropped them off to my stepmother. She's gonna plant them. I didn't want to waste them. And then we got our tulips planted. House, Arlo, house. Hurry up, shut the door. So we got the tulip bed all planted now. It's just flipping fantastic. So tulips are all planted. We had extra topsoil, so we actually threw it on the ground, because when we did renovation work on the property earlier in the year, the excavators left a giant hole in our ground and didn't backfill it properly, and whole disaster. So we put the leftover topsoil, we covered the hole that they left, and then we'll put some grass seed down. We got another flower planted today, some bulbs, and then we have one bulb left, or one pack of bulbs left to plant. What is it? I think it's irises. Yeah, it's some more irises. I really like irises. So we have a whole bed of...
Mommy, look.
I know, they're sunflower seeds. We have a whole bed at the front of the house that is irises. Let me quickly walk and show you. And so we got a whole bunch of free irises when we first moved in from some friends. And we planted them and they're great. And then I just want more different, you know, varieties, different colors. So I have some more bulbs to plant out there. But, you know, it's so funny. We live on a back road. There's never any traffic except for when I bring my camera out front. Then there's always traffic. Anyway, this is alongside our house. I don't know who put the flipping hose there. But anyway, there's a yucca. Yeah, I don't like a yucca. My husband does, so we'll leave it because Andrew likes it. But anyway, so this whole garden is irises. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about 9 in there. We can totally fit more. So I got some more bulbs from Vessie's. I like to order bulbs from Vessie's. It's one of my favorite seed companies. So we will get those planted later this week because I'm just tired. I'm just tired, friends. So I'm gonna go in the house. I'm gonna take a shower. And then I'm gonna make some dinner for my family on this beautiful Sunday and just relax. We were kid-free for yesterday, today. Kids are home. They went over to my mother-in-law's for a sleepover. You went to Meme's for a sleepover, right? Yeah. So kids are home now, so I'm gonna shower, make supper for them, and just hang out. I think we're gonna watch the Blue Jays game and just hang out as a family. So anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to see more content, follow our life, or just be nosy. That's okay too. Anyway, friends, until next time, say bye. Bye.